Rachael Ray double R doing some double N's. Boop. What? Food that you can make so quick it will free you up for more free time in your life. Over the top, crushing it. Oh my God, it smells fantastic. Boom! Nailed it! Okay, welcome again. We are upstate and having fun on a kind of chilly day. It's supposed to be spring here. It's really cold, very cold. I never asked John to turn up the heat, but I've been asking John for days, please turn up the heat, because it's just freezing. Anyway, so today we're making at the Upstate Kitchen. I've been given this t-shirt twice by two friends, David Muir, of course, ABC News, and my friend Judy Zander. So I have a couple of these. And this shirt is made by my friend Dave, who's standing over there behind the camera. Shake your camera so everybody knows. Chuka, chuka, chuka. Yeah. Anyway, this is my sister's favorite meal. This dish is very easy, and it was made up of, well, truly what we had left in the fridge. So we have some ground beef. We have black beans, which she loves. She won't eat pork chorizo, so we have beef chorizo. I get this beautiful product online from Chicago. I don't know a place that has it here. You can use pork chorizo if you don't have an aversion to pork. We have 2 cans of black beans. We have chipotle paste, very important to the dish. Smoky flavor, and it gives it depth. And then we have our spice mix from my friends at La Boite. Pimenton, which just means smoked paprika. Coriander, of course, and cumin. Then, for later, your choice of cheeses. You can use cotija, you can use asadera, whatever you want. Maria likes a combination of yellow cheddar and pepper jack. So asadero is fine. Any easy melting cheese, Chihuahua, whatever. Who cares? Cheese is cheese. Lime, a little bit of lime juice. We have lime wedges here already cut. And garnishes all our scallions and cilantro, but people are really rough on cilantro. People love cilantro or they hate cilantro. So that's your call, guys. I can't see into your home. If you hate cilantro, don't use it. Use a little parsley or just don't use anything at all. By the way, coriander becomes cilantro when it grows up. So if you're using coriander in the dish, chances are you're not gonna care about a little bit of cilantro in the end. But that's up to you. At the end, you can finish it with jalapeno slices, pickled, and of course, mild or hot, up to you. I also add a little bit of chili powder. Now this chili powder comes with a little bit of lime mixed into it. You can use any chili powder blend you love or just add chili powder. If you're going to add chili powder, pick something on the mild side. Ancho or a chili blend that you know is not too cuckoo crazy strong. What we're going to start with is a hot pot and some olive oil and the veg. So when we're dealing with peppers, we take out the ribs and the seeds. Whether they're hot or sweet doesn't really matter. That's how you clean them. Chop them up. Get them out of the way. Same thing with a jalapeno. Now with jalapenos, when you buy them, if they're very large, they're going to start getting heat streaks, is what they call it. Heat streaks are the lines. So if it looks like there's a lot of lines on your chili pepper, those are actually heat streaks. That means it's an especially hot pepper. So you might want to buy a different pepper or use less because it has heat streaks. This does not, so I'm using a pepper and a half here, actually. My husband loves hot food, so whatever. Onions. Every single day, you should check your fridge for prep. What do you have prep? All of your herbs, all of your onions, all of your garlic should be prepped every day. Whenever you do your big shop for the week, don't be lazy. Come home and get ahead of the game. Clean your vegetables, put them away clean, and have everything ready to go. You know why? Because otherwise, you're not gonna cook. You're gonna order more takeout or get another pizza because you just don't have the energy to do it. But if it's already half done, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna make dinner. And you'll be healthier in the long run. You really will be. Look, I love takeout. When I'm in New York, I'm a takeout freak. I'm like, John, what are we getting today? What are we getting tomorrow? What are we getting the next day? I get it. But when we're in the country, there's no takeout here. There's no like delivery service to my back door. It's very, 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 very limited. And that's the only one we get, and we get it one time a week. One. And that's fair. So now is a good time for a little bit of a break. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so now we're going to add beef chorizo. So I just ordered this online. It's super cheap, but you can buy beef, chicken, or pork chorizo. So I'm gonna add in chorizo and just regular old lean ground beef. If you cook for yourself the rest of the week, guess what happens? You feel better about yourself. You feel better about your health and your friends and your loved ones. That's all. And I give it away the next day. Even if it's just the two of us, I just pack up boxes, give it away. It feels good. It feels great. It's the same feeling I get when I work in Ukraine and the same feeling my friend Jose Andres gets when he's working for folks in every community around the world that he saved their lives, literally. When you give food to other people, your neighbor, a stranger in the street that looks hungry. When you give food, you are giving life itself and you're giving of yourself. And it means the world. It will change your life. So you should always do that. Cook more than you think you need and give it away. And you let me know how you feel about that. Let me know. Write me, tell me how you feel about that. You will be changed forever when you give that gift to other human beings, period. Peppers, onions, garlic, okay, so now we're going to add beef, and because my sister won't eat pork, beef chorizo. So I just ordered this online. It's super cheap. I get it from Chicago, a little bodega in the middle of nowhere in Chicago. but you can buy beef, chicken, or pork chorizo. So I'm gonna add in chorizo and just regular old lean ground beef. And I'm gonna spice up the chili, meaning the vegetables and the actual ground beef, with some dried herbs and spices. So into the pot with your starch, your sofrito, your mise en place, whatever. Your beginning of the pot, into all of those cooked out vegetables, we're going to start browning up the meat. And we're going to flavor the meat with chipotle and adobo. Couple of tablespoons, you can buy it pureed or in tubes online. And I'm going to make kind of our own weird chili powder mix. We're going to add some coriander, cumin, smoked paprika, and then I have this fun little chili powder that I buy online that's made with ground lime online. But I love all chili powder. I've never met one I didn't like it, quite frankly. But this one I buy all the time and it has some ground lime in it. So we're gonna add all that to the pot. It's chili, don't be so uptight. I hate the way recipes are written for a reason. They make people uptight about being in the kitchen. Like they have to measure. Whether you love a cup of tea or a cocktail, relax. It's probably a good pause moment here. We'll be right back. Now all that's left to do is to add the black beans, and I don't drain them. I like the extra starch in the chili. It makes it super thick. And then I'm going to add a can of fire-roasted, diced or crushed tomatoes, doesn't matter which one. You just want some smoky goodness. The biggest tip about being in your kitchen is to not be uptight about it. You can always add more. You can always balance to the less. Just don't be so uptight, man. Just cook. It's fun, you're gonna have a good time, and just taste. That's what matters, is your mouth. Can you pay attention to what you're doing in the pan? You. Not the person who wrote something down or in a book or online. You. Did you taste your food? That's the only person that counts. The person that's feeding themselves or their family, you're the only one that matters. So as you go, taste it. You don't have to taste it raw. You can wait till it's actually cooked. But you be the boss of that. It should not be some stupid measured thing, in my opinion. That's for baking. And it's very necessary for baking in many, many, many ways. But it's not necessary for making a pot of chili or a pot of sauce. It just isn't. The boss of this pot is you, not me. Once you make this, it's yours, not mine anymore. Now all that's left to do is to add the black beans. Maria loves black beans, so we're gonna stir in 2 cans. And I don't drain them. I like the extra starch in the chili. It makes it super thick. And of course, it's a ton of protein. And then I'm going to add a can of fire-roasted, diced or crushed tomatoes. Doesn't matter which one. You just want some smoky goodness from the tomatoes. And then all we do is add a little stock, beef, chicken, or mixed, it doesn't matter. A little stock to let it cook out What does that mean, to cook out? To cook out is to let flavors blend, to let everything come together and make out. Like they're all going to the drive-in together and you want them to just have a really good time there. So you need a little bit of chicken or beef stock to make that happen. And then you let it reduce a little. And then we're gonna talk about the toppings later. But now John is going to make a, what are you making, honey?
I'm making a ginger lime, normally it would be a margarita, but because Maria's here, it's a margarita.
Margaritas. We're gonna have margaritas now. All right, honey, you take it. I gotta let this cook.
So I'm gonna make a ginger lime margarita, or margarita, in honor of Maria, who's here. And she loves margaritas. Now, you know, every margarita is supposed to have lime. It's tequila, something a little sweet. It could be agave. I often use Saint Germain, which is an elderflower liqueur. But I'm gonna add, I made up this morning an agave syrup, which is like a simple syrup, but instead of half sugar, half water, I used half agave syrup and half water and heated that up until it, you know, if I just used straight agave, it would be a little clumpy. Sliced up some fresh ginger and put that in the agave syrup, and it's been steeping there for a long time. So this is gonna be a margarita with a nice little ginger snap to it. So start out with tequila, of course. I like using a Blanco or a silver tequila. I love darker tequilas like Anejos or Reposados, which are just, they're aged a little longer. But I think that adds, imparts like a more of a darker color to the drink, and I like I'd rather it be clear so you can see the lime and see how, you know, bright and green and fun a margarita is. Now this is fresh squeezed lime juice. I'm adding about, well, I'm making a lot of drinks here, so I'm adding about 2 ounces per drink of tequila and 2 ounces per drink of lime juice. Then I'm going to add the Saint Germain. And this is, I'm adding a little bit less of that. That is just a really nice kind of floral vibe to the whole drink. And here's my ginger agave syrup. I'm gonna add about 2 ounces of that. Now, all we gotta do is shake it up. Now, I like to shake, when I'm shaking a drink, I usually do about 17 seconds, which is enough to chill it. If I'm stirring a drink, I'll stir it probably double that. The only reason I stir a drink rather than shake it is because it has all clear ingredients. And because a margarita has lime juice in it, that's not clear. So if you shake it, it doesn't matter that it gets cloudy, and it's a little quicker than stirring. Wow, I think this is gonna be good.
Okay, now we're gonna add a little bit of lime juice at the end. We're also gonna serve some lime wedges, 2 cheeses, which we have over here. We have pepper jack and we have yellow cheddar. We also have cilantro. Again, if you hate cilantro, don't use cilantro.
I gotta make extra when Maria's around. You could garnish with nothing. You can garnish with like a lime wheel. I have these in the bar, these dehydrated lime wheels. So that's it. That's the ginger lime margarita.
Gorgeous. Okay, now we're gonna add a little bit of lime juice at the end. We're also gonna serve some lime wedges to go with the chili. And Maria likes 2 cheeses, which we have over here. We have pepper jack and we have yellow cheddar. We also have cilantro. Again, if you hate cilantro, don't use cilantro. Just put on parsley or skip the whole thing altogether. And some green onions, some scallions. And then you pass extra lime at the table. Hun, can you put this thing into that?
Ready to go!
Okay, he's being ridiculous. He's wearing asbestos gloves, some weird stuff that he doesn't need. It's just a regular pot of chili, and he's just being dramatic because he's Italian. And he spilled it all over the stove and the bowl. Thanks,
Because of
hon.
the gloves. Which way am I going?
I don't know.
Over here?
To hell in a handbasket.
Keep going?
I don't know.
Should I keep walking around?
No, over
Over
there.
here? Which way? Look, if I didn't have these gloves, I couldn't be doing this for so long.